This is a perfect example of why, for me, Joe Rogan is the GOAT. Oh, he's a GOAT in what? He's a GOAT. He's like the male GOAT. Like, if you want one male role model, in my opinion, right? I'm not talking about your father, your grandfather. That's not what I'm talking about. Your older brother. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about someone that made it. Someone like a celebrity. Like, you know, a lot of people like Michael Jordan. A lot of people like Andrew Tate. A lot of people like Joe Biden. A lot of people like Trump. But for me, Joe Rogan is the GOAT because of the way he thinks. Just listen to him talking about this whole Andrew Tate case, okay? Most people, what do they do? He's 100% innocent. Oh, no, he's 100% guilty. He's this, he's that. But the way Joe Rogan does it, he always weighs the good and the bad, okay? And if the bad outweighs the good, then he's like, hey, man, this guy is wrong, right? Or vice versa. So please listen to Joe Rogan, okay? He's the GOAT.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
What do you think of all his stuff?
I don't know what's happening, right? Like, what really happened, and why is Romania going after him? Are they being pressured by someone else to do this? Like, what is the reason why they're doing it, and what do they have on him? I don't know.
Yeah, well, that to me is the right answer. How could nobody know?
Exactly. No one knows yet. Okay, no one knows anything. Everything is he said, she said, okay? And a couple women came out and said he did this, he did that. A couple other people came out and said he's innocent. Like, no one knows anything. That's the whole thing about this whole Andrew Tate case. No one knows anything. Everyone's just assuming.
A lot of people are acting like they know if you go read it.
Well, they want him.
Which is crazy.
They want him to go down, and they want him.
Exactly. The people that hate Andrew Tate want him to go down, right? And the people that love Andrew Tate, no way he's guilty.
He represents something. He represents toxic masculinity.
He is sort of toxic. I mean, he says crazy stuff.
They seize his car collection as investigation continues.
The one thing I don't get about this, well, I do get, I understand. People are actually want the charges to be true, which is crazy because that would mean a lot of bad shit to happen to a lot of bad people.
Thank you, Dave. I don't think he may say a lot of bad stuff happened to a lot of bad people, but I think he meant to say a lot of bad stuff happened to a lot of people. So all these people that want Andrew Tate, want him so bad to be guilty, that means there was victims. That means people got hurt because that's what he's being charged with, right? You shouldn't want Andrew Tate to be guilty. If you hate him, it doesn't matter if you hate him. You shouldn't want him to be guilty. That means there's victims, right?
Yeah, I would rather the charges be incorrect. Look, Romania, I don't know what their system is like. I don't know whether they're corrupt. I've heard things, but I don't have any real information. So I'd be talking out of my ass to say, if he really did sex traffic people, if he really did all the things he's saying, well, I hope that gets proven in court, and I hope he gets punished.
And this has been my point this whole time. If he did it, we all got fooled, including me, including a lot of people. We all got fooled. Let him go to jail, man, and do his time, whatever. I'll be like, I will never say Andrew Tate if he did it. But no one knows.
If he really did that. If he didn't do that, I hope he gets exonerated, and I hope he gets the fuck out of Romania. I don't know. I don't know what he did. I know a lot of what he does is theater, right? A lot of what he does is very satire. He plays the role of this boastful misogynist who smokes cigars and drives Lamborghinis, and that's his thing. And because of that, he's amassed an amazing amount of money. And he's done it by doing this character, this online persona, but then also says very wise things.
Yes.
He says ridiculous.
Like me, when I watch Andrew Tate, right? I've been listening to Andrew Tate, consuming his content for a really long time now. I don't watch Andrew Tate and listen to Andrew Tate to learn things. I don't. I truly don't, okay? I watch Andrew Tate because it's he's really entertaining. He's funny. And of course, his cars are amazing. The women he has around him, they're beautiful, right? His life is crazy, right? That's why I watch him. He's super entertaining. But most people watch him to learn stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. You could learn some stuff, but you shouldn't be oh, Andrew Tate, I'm learning everything he does. I'm going to say everything he does. I'm going to say everything he says. Because he just said, most of it is entertainment. And a lot of people, ever since watching Andrew Tate, like, I'm talking about people that have not succeeded in anything. I'm talking about people that are nowhere in life. And I'm talking about financially, of course. They're acting like Andrew Tate, bro. You can't act like Andrew Tate and work at a 7-Eleven. Nothing against 7-Eleven people, right? But I can't act like Andrew Tate, and I have my own business, and I have had it for 5 years. I can't act like Andrew Tate. There's only one Andrew Tate, and that's the whole problem. Kids, people that are listening to Andrew Tate that are nowhere near him, they're not even 1% his success, right? Are acting like him and like putting women down, this, that, but they don't even understand what he's saying. That's the problem. A lot of these people don't understand what Andrew Tate is actually trying to say. And they're just taking him being this loud guy and they're acting like him. And they look like idiots, man, because they can't act like Andrew Tate. You can't act like Andrew Tate if you're not at a certain place in life.
Ridiculous shit, but also says really interesting things. He's a very smart guy. If you listen to him being interviewed by Patrick Bet-David.
Patrick's the man too, man. Patrick's a goat too, man.
Patrick Bet-David interviewed him after he got canceled off of all social media, and Patrick is fantastic. He's really good at letting people talk and talking to everybody, and Patrick is so wealthy and so successful outside of the world of podcasting that he only does.
And also, here's the thing. You see Joe Rogan. He's a multi-millionaire, right? He could act like Andrew Tate too, right? He could act like Andrew Tate. Joe Rogan has so many cars and he could get so many more cars. Patrick Bet-David, he could do the same thing, but they don't do it. It's not only one way like Andrew Tate. It's not you're either like Andrew Tate or you're not a man. That's the problem with people. People think, oh, if you're not like Andrew Tate, you're not a man, and that's what's wrong. Andrew Tate is one type of man, right? There's so many other men, like Joe Rogan, like Patrick Bet-David. Those guys have multi-millions of dollars, man. But they act different. So there's a lot of different type of men out there that are still men, right?
Does it because he's interested in it. And so he's the perfect guy to handle that because he is not afraid of to talk to anybody. He'll talk to anybody.
You guys should watch Patrick Bet-David's interviews, all of them, including the one with the Andrew Tate one. It's 5 hours. It's amazing.
And so he had him on for a long-form conversation. They talked for hours, and you get to see this is a very intelligent and calculated guy. You might not agree with his message. You might not agree with all the misogynist stuff. You might not agree with, and I don't agree with it. You might not agree with all the crazy antics, but you cannot deny that that's been incredibly successful because it resonates with a lot of young men.
You see what Joe Rogan said? I don't agree with some of the stuff Andrew Tate says. But he's still pointing out the good stuff. People don't do that nowadays. I'm not gonna play the rest, man. It's long, and he's basically saying he's just saying the same things he's been saying about Andrew Tate. But you could like Andrew Tate, right? You could like a lot of Andrew Tate. Let's say you like 75% of what Andrew Tate says, right? And 25% you don't agree with. It doesn't mean you should hate him or want him to go to jail. Now, I'm not saying you should love him. That's not what I'm saying. Let's just wait, right, for this case to take care of itself. If he's guilty, bro. We got fooled. If he's innocent, then all these people that are yelling, guilty, he's the worst, you gotta say, hey, man, the guy was innocent. I still don't like him, but the guy was innocent. That's how you should look at things. Do I, look at Joe Rogan, who's, literally one of my heroes, and say, yeah, 100% of the stuff he says is correct? No, bro. No, no one should be like that. You shouldn't agree with 100% of what anyone says. If you do, great. But don't look at a few things of someone and say, hey, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like the way he looks at me. I don't like, not the looks at me. I don't like the way he wears his shoes. I don't like his clothes, so I hate him. That's what most people are doing. And I understand these times that we're going through now. It's very sensitive times, man. It's not like it was 20 years ago, 30, even 5, 10 years ago. It's all different. So look, let's all wait, okay? Let's all wait to see what happens with this whole Andrew Tate case. Let's see if there more evidence comes out, like hard, solid evidence, and then judge. That's all I'm saying. Let's not throw someone under the bus and we don't even know anything yet, Okay, now 100, and once again, I'm not saying he's innocent or he's guilty. I don't know, but I'm waiting. I'm not gonna hit the gavel, whatever it's called, hit the gavel down like a judge and say, oh, he's guilty. Oh, he's innocent. No, let's just wait. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and have an amazing new year. Thank you. Watch Joe Rogan, man. This guy's the man, and Patrick Bet David.
Who don't feel represented in the media. And they see this guy and it looks like